Hi all, Wise Wolf here, and welcome back to another episode of New Harbour Wildlife Reserve. In this episode, I am building for the striped hyena, as well as performing a rescue operation in another creator's zoo. More on that at the end of the episode. As you would have seen, I've spruced up the entrance a bit. I hope you find it visually appealing to the eye. I apologise for my absence last week. But as I mentioned in my Addicts and Somali Wild Ass video, there was something that was going on that I just couldn't talk. But I'm feeling better now, so I hope to return to my normal schedule, and hopefully you aren't too disappointed that I missed a week. Again, I'm sorry about that. Now as mentioned, we're building for the striped hyena. Now when you think of a hyena, you probably think of the spotted hyena, the most common form of hyena, popularized by their appearance in The Lion King. As Scar would say, I'm surrounded by idiots. I'm not going to bother mentioning what the striped hyena's scientific name is, because it's just hyena. It is found in parts of the Middle East, North Africa, and Indian subcontinent, and parts of Central Asia, which would make it one of the only hyena species that can be found in Asia, compared to other hyena species that are native to Africa. Unlike its more famous relative, the spotted hyena, the striped hyena is smaller and more solitary. The striped hyena tend to live in small family groups or 100% solitary and live on their own. They communicate through a variety of vocalizations including howls, growls, and giggles, and they use scent marking to establish territory. The striped hyena is classified as near threatened by the IUCN. This is because of habitat loss, human-wildlife conflict, and hunting. The striped hyena are opportunistic scavengers, and are not strictly limited to a carnivorous diet. Their diet is quite varied actually. They feed on carrion, including the remains of larger animals like ungulates, which include deer or antelope, or even domestic livestock. However, they also eat fruits, such as figs and other plant matter, and may consume insects and small mammals. The hyena's ability to digest bones is one of their most notable features. The hyenas have powerful jaws that allow them to break open bones to access the marrow within, a rich source of nutrients. They may also travel several kilometers a night to find food, often following other predators like lions or wolves to scavenge from their kills. Striped hyenas also have a mixed reputation when it comes to cultural significance. In some parts of the Middle East and India, they are believed to have mystical or supernatural qualities, often associated with death or the afterlife. In other areas, they are seen as symbols of misfortune or evil. In ancient Egyptian and Greek mythology, hyenas in general were sometimes linked with the underworld, and seen as the creatures that roamed in the dark. I don't want to talk about the hyenas for the entire duration of this video, as it is quite a long video. So instead, I want to talk to you about what I'm doing. Right now, I'm building a guest viewing gallery that'll allow guests to get to the eye level of the hyenas as they come to eat. I will also be building an overhead viewing gallery, but I do that path a little off camera because it is a tedious process. Of course, I build them a backstage sleeping quarters with minimal detail due to me wanting to save the complexity meter, as it does become a little bit of a problem. I don't know what else I can really say. I will chime in here and there later on in the video, because there are a few things I like to point out, but I struggle as is to fill 15-minute long videos with full dialogue. This one's really long. I'm gonna struggle to make words up just to fill the time. So I'm just gonna let you enjoy some of the serenic music of Planet Zoo. I put this hyena in just to get a little bit of understanding of what the space is like, but I don't think he's meant to be doing that with his legs. And now that I'm confident with the barrier, I'm now going to put in the rest of the hyenas. And here they are. Aren't they adorable? Their little faces, their little legs, they're so cute. As I was building this overhead viewing gallery of the hyenas and surrounding decorations, I had something mysterious happen that I still don't know how it happened. You're about to see what I mean. Right here, where the arrow pointed. I'd have no idea how this guy escaped, because when I checked the escapable area, it was not an area that was showing that they could escape from. But for some reason, it changed itself on its own. But what's even funnier is this guy just chills here. He didn't want to terrorize guests. He just wanted to chill up on this rock. And then what's even funnier is he returns to the habitat on his own. To this day, I still question how he managed to escape, because, as I said, when I was checking their traversable area, that area did not show that they could escape from it. And the fact that he just chilled up there, and then returned to the habitat on his own, Just goes to show how intelligent hyenas are. They're quirky animals, that's for sure. And I don't think they really like to terrorize people. It's just a terrible stigma that people have because people are afraid of them. And they shouldn't be. As I approach the end of the video, I thought I'd take a moment to tell you what I mean by a rescue operation in another creator's zoo. Kingpin, my second favourite Planet Zoo content creator, second only to Sparrow. Creator of the Orchid City Zoo, Kingpin's pride and joy. The zoo has recently felt the effects of Hurricane Frontier, and as a result he has put out a call to arms for other zoos to rescue and house animal residents of Orchid City. Higher ups at New Harbour have been planning a penguin habitat to come into the near future, and have volunteered to rescue the 15 African penguins of Orchid City Zoo, as well as 3 of the black and white ruffed lemurs, Beethoven, Queen, and Dion. Unfortunately, we couldn't rescue the rhino, as New Harbour already has southern white rhinos in quarantine, and we don't have the space to house 2 males with 3 females. So, mentioning that, next week will be the beginning of the New Harbours Rhinoceros Sanctuary, and hopefully upon its completion, the penguins of Orchid City Zoo, as well as the black and white ruffed lemurs, will have arrived at New Harbour Wildlife Reserve. Until then, enjoy these cinematics, and I'll see you next time.